Okay, in this question we must decide if each diagram contains a pair of parallel lines and give reason. Now, a transversal is a line that cuts two other lines. So here we have a transversal cutting two lines. Here's the transversal here. And then in these examples that I've written down, these are the transversals that cut the two other lines. Now, we have to determine whether there are parallel lines present from this transversal cutting these two other lines. So we can do that by identifying if either we have corresponding angles, so that means that these two angles are the same. If they are the same, that means that these two lines are parallel. Because of this transversal here as well, that helps us to see that. Alternate, transversal, and parallel lines, that means these two angles here. So we're isolating these two angles here and saying that they're the same because these lines are parallel. Co-interior, that means we're looking at these two angles inside, parallel lines, and they sum to 180 degrees. Okay, so let's have a look at the first example. If we're isolating these two internal angles, we're looking at co-interior. And in order for a set of parallel lines to be present, we must be able to add these together and they must equal to 180 degrees. So I've written all this down here so you don't have to wait for me to write it down. So 60 plus 114 is 174. This does not equal 180 degrees, so that means there's not parallel lines present. So no, as co-interior angles are not supplementary, so decide of each pair of parallel lines, so that's a no. This one? The angles that have been isolated are corresponding ones, so we're looking here, we're looking at these two, they should be equal if parallel lines are present, and they are not. So they are not present at all. So example C, here is the alternate angles here, these two angles, and what do you know? They're the same, yes. So there are parallel lines present, yes, and these are alternate angles.